Well. Welcome back to another episode of corru.observer. We're gonna get right back to where we were last time, but I'm kind of concerned with, I got some new questions about this job, it would seem. So we're gonna start with that. What do we do with this gun? Oh, I guess I just never asked that. So are we just keeping this gun? Oh, well, you know, it might be handy. To be honest with you, I don't really feel like returning it right now. LOL. R&D didn't seem like they needed it. It's not often they need to kill something. I'll return it later. Alright. I did not... That's good to know. I believe I have a memory that I need to reconnect to, so... See you in a second. Repairs are continuing apace, interloper. Nothing to share yet. Okay. Thank you. I'll be on my way to the embassy. And we're diving into this memory. I'm also going to try and remember this spiral. I feel like this spiral is going to be important. Some sort of signal of something. I can skip the sequence as a mind spike, because I've already done this. So if I skip the sequence, then I can leave. Okay, good. Okay, so I've previously utilized this, which means I should... Hold on. Let me just make sure... who is left? Kazuki, Bosco, Kavik, Tazik, Gaku. Yes, that is it. Okay, so I still need to ask them all in order to ask them all. I see. Even though it recognizes it's a previously utilized response, I still have to, in this venture into the memory, still gotta ask. I don't know why, but Kavik just looks kind of like... I don't know if it's something with the smile, but Kavik just looks like a cult leader to me. Hey, Kazuki! We gotta talk to you again! You're awesome! I love you. Well, maybe not like that, but I love you! Or maybe like that. Also, I just noticed... I didn't look at this last time because I thought I'd encountered Jut before. But I guess we've got inherited context from this conversation that Jut is like an engineer cast? So they're like engineers, I guess. So a Jutku is like an engineer one. Interesting. Bye, Kazuki. Bye. Okay. Hey, move friend. Hi, Akizatash. Where to? Recreation, I assume. Okay. So I assume Gaku's gonna be here probably? Unless no one is. No one's over here by this. Window. Anything special there? No. Okay. No one's over here. Someone's over here, but... Yeah, it's Gaku. Gaku's here. You are a Jutku's engineer? Interesting. Anyways. Can I get an orange juice in this reality? Hey, bar friend. How you doing? Another gaze upon this bright world calls for an equally bright beverage. Okay. We're just gonna say no on the orange juice. Wait, can I not go forward? Oh, I'm running into... Excuse me. Excuse me for not seeing you. Us aliens are very 2D. Who am I missing after Tazik and you? No one? I don't think anyone. So hold on. I'll just make sure of it. But is Kazuki just coming with me? Let's see the call research. No one's down here. Anything special here? Summarizer. Velk lights. Listeners. Time stopper. Okay, I don't think anything's happening down here. Alright, back to recreation we go. Let's talk to Gaku first. You're over here, right? Yo, Gaku! Are you a traitor? Or the one? I have no idea. Get upset with me for sharing everything. Gaku slouches before a communal cyst connected by a receptor. As I approach the chair across from her, scuttles outwards for me to sit. The click of its little legs against the glassy floor draws Gaku's attention out of her connection. Oh, Akazet, come sit. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Not right now, just browsing environments. I tire of mine. The surface is exhilarating and terrifying, yes, but you can only die so many times before it is boring. Okay, what do you mean? Oh, because you gamified it, that's it. How is it going? Let's ask that first. Gaku? How beholds you? That's a fun way to say. I'm stealing that. How does Velzy's gaze behold you? Hey, that makes sense. I'll accept it as an idiom. A harmless common question. But I have posed it such that she knows what I mean. She kind of laughs, a cynical disappointment in her tone. Well, my work is for nothing. It does not bother me as much as it should. Maybe because we never really knew what we were dealing with. Even if the theory is true, it was through your and Tazik's work that this discovery occurred. Besides, we still do not have all of the data. Yeah. You could always join Bosco's field expeditions. Perhaps we shift you and Tazik to work more frequently with the Bright Cousins? Her eyes grow distant, her attention drawn to distant connection. Even so she speaks. She is good at juggling reality and collective. Akazit, do you think anything else is possible? Ah, of course. There's the construction of, no, not work. I mean, the call. She chooses her words carefully here in public. But I know what she means. Truthfully, I'm not sure. It is in Velzy's nature to place the truth before us, just out of reach. Huh. You think we can find out anything more about the call? Is what you, like, that everything we're doing is a lost cause? Because it kind of just sounds like, you know, the whole Mariana Trench thing is just a guess. Like, they just heard about the Mariana Trench and were like, hey, that doesn't seem explored. Let's explore it for them and see if it happens to be contain what we're looking for. You know, that kind of like, that's kind of reminds me a little bit of like, sometimes I'd wonder how on like planets or like in games or something, you walk up to people and they go, oh yeah, that over there, that's the mountain. No one's ever come up and we don't know what's up there, you know? And then I would go, oh really? Yeah, sure. I mean, why doesn't someone just go up there? Obviously that's where the story is and everything. But now I just realized this sort of, it's kind of the same. It's like the aliens have come here and have been like, well, are there any, you know, interesting or legendary places that we could investigate? Looking for mysterious stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, I guess on Earth, the Mariana Trench would be one of those. I'd be like, oh yeah, people never gone down and lived. Actually, I don't remember I think someone did it once, or maybe they died. I don't remember my Mariana Trench lore, but it's deep. And so I just like to imagine using aliens to go, well, obviously that's where the big important story is, you know? You're telling me there's a trench no one's ever gone all the way down? Anyway, sorry, that was my tangent. And just as fitting for it to be an illusion. I am not comfortable accepting it until we can prove it without doubt. Gaku is quiet for a long moment, her face still distant. I worry for an instant that she balanced too far into the collective and did not hear me. She eventually responds, teasing me. Do you think every wall is a lie before you touch it? Sometimes things are as simple as they seem. Velzy is not out to get you. Anyway, I do not really care. I am fine with me and Tazik continuing pattern identification. Is that why you're, I guess, so-called slacking? Is it like a demotivation thing? I mean, you're kind of right. Sometimes things are as simple as they seem. That just means I have more time for my false environments. Your games. Are you a gamer? You should be a gamer. Gaku, did you happen to have assist self-delivered to my room recently? Huh? Gaku's attention is drawn fully outwards, towards me with a worried stare. An uncommon sight, one that catches me off guard. Was it you? She sees my surprise clearly for an instant. Fun friend, assume motor control, look normal. Okay, she would not suspect a thing. No. What was it? When did it arrive? Ah, it was an archival cyst. It appeared sometime during my rejuvenation. It was on Seacry hunting habits. I had given it to someone a while back, but I could not remember who. So that's your story, huh? And there it was, sitting on my table. I thought perhaps it was you, given your preoccupation with the surface. Does it look like she suspects something? No, she always looks like that. Oh, no. Huh. Self-delivered. Someone in the team would have just given it to you in person. That is very, very strange. There's most certainly concern in her voice. Oh, great. If she's not the one who did it, is she gonna know? Oh, no. We're gonna get into alien politics. We're gonna get into alien conflicts. Haha, yes, maybe it is a little strange. But it was just my sea crisis. Predator, infection, primal terror, yeah. If I remember correctly, you are deathly afraid of them, right? Why would you have that? Recreational terror? She's on to me! Okay, she actually probably thinks you're lying now. Behold my redirection. Shut up! There's no different from your false environments. She laughs quietly, having the defense. And nothing more to add on the matter, it seems. Okay, I suck at this. I should be going. Goodbye for now, my friend. Gaku waves her free receptor absently. Okay, you have fun. Hello, Jutku. Engineer of some kind, huh? I don't need orange juice. I am on a mission. I'm on a mission. No, I'm like, where is it? This is not someone. But Tazik, my man, you are blending. You are hiding. Cousinly eyes. Yeah. You're Ekavik, aren't you? Tazik stands near the orange bar, grasping a taste simulacrum. An odd habit. I can never quite connect with it. His attention is inward, yet I see no external cyst connected. Lost in thought, perhaps. Hello, Tazik. He looks at me and twists a stout receptor in a short greeting. Do you need something? Your thoughts first. You seem troubled. As do we all, I suppose. But is something specific on your mind? A somewhat pointed question. But if you had involvement with the cyst, surely he would flinch. I think you're assuming too much. I don't actually believe you're gonna be able to get anything out of this, and you're just gonna be making it worse. And he merely sips from the bright simulacrum. In the subtle movements of his receptors, I see disinterest, but he continues anyway, troubled enough to sustain a rare conversation. I had been curious about whether the spike was observed from Obeski. You mean like, Obeski sounds like the place or planet they come from? Surely others would have come to the same conclusion as us. There's a following of the call back home. So I peered into a number of discussions through the collective. And discussion is rare. They seem to dismiss it as an error or something to do with the contrivance. He pauses, inconspicuously looking around. The same expression as the surface runner at rest. Did he receive a message too? When he continues, he lowers his voice. But the collective has all of our information available, including older records of the call. The same ones we used to come to our theory, in theory. So I checked, and there is no record of the first spike. No, that is incorrect. The record exists, but it is wrong. Okay, so a little quick pause here. You said there are people who follow the call back home. There's a following of the call back home. Are you saying that, like, so what you're thinking is about whether the spike was observed from Obeski, like the first spike, or do you mean the spike from just now? Error or something to do with the contrivance? The collective has all of our information available, including older records of the call. So, you're saying the people back home should already be able to come to the same conclusion we just did from the spike? Except there's a problem. There's no record of the first spike. I mean, we have a second and third now, so you should be able to come up to that same conclusion, or they should, but what do you mean wrong? It is wrong. There is no spike in the public version. Why is there one in ours? He pauses again, looking down at his taste simulacrum. I find myself unable to answer. This is a bizarre development. Huh. Our archives are primary sources from the Vaznian listeners, the oldest of all. Do we get any new inherited context? Notes is from the continent Vasni. And perhaps the most reliable. What are the odds of a recording error happening at that exact time? Yeah, someone's tampering with information. Because they don't want people to know the origin or source or what's going on with this call. I notice his gaze has drawn back up to me, and he is entertained by my confusion. You see now. I do. That is... Error or no, there is nothing to do but wait. He punctuates himself by sipping again from his simulacrum. A look away and waggle of a receptor tells me all. Let us speak no more of this. Alright, so how about a cyst of, like, you know, where you maybe were told about secret societies, conflict within the team, competing factions back home, and a general conspiracy to hide this information that we've apparently been sent to gather, regardless? Let's see. Tazik, did you direct a cyst to my room recently? I found one on my desk after I woke from rejuvenation. No. His answer is stony, focus remaining inward, not even looking at me. I respect that he does not pry into the matter. Should I push him on it? Tazik very introverted. That could be fatal, Akazit. If you must, at least be gentle about it. Are you sure? My repeated question earns his outward attention. How is it fatal? Like, as in... This is just dangerous in general? He regards me with silence, but such palpable disinterest. After an instant of gazing, perhaps to intuit what I really mean, he responds, yes. Alright. When I relent, he returns to his thoughts. Is that what I... Did you direct a system in my room recently? No. Not really thinking. Instant of gazing. Yes. Why? When I relent, he returns to his thoughts. I doubt it is him. Or if it is, he truly wants to give no hints. Huh. Are you sure? Yes. Very silent guy. Okay. Farewell for now. Bye, Tazik. He nods a receptor at me. And now we enter white. Alright, Akazit. Let's figure this out. Fun friend. Hello, Akazit! That is everyone. Yes, it was! And nothing. I surely spoke to the speaker at some point, but they must be well practiced in subterfuge. Yeah, no kidding! And did you notice? No one else seemed concerned. What about Gaku? She seemed surprised. True, but it is a strange matter to begin with. What if none of this is real to begin with, and the message was simply made to confuse me? Doubt it. No joke would ever be taken this far. They would simply have cracked at my confrontation. And to that end, could I be the only one who received this message? Possibly. But who sent the message? Why not Kavik? I would have seen it in his receptors if he was also contacted. And he's the greatest threat of all to any secrecy. Huh. So what if he is a part of this conflict too? At this point, I kinda suspect they all might be. Maybe even without realizing it. I don't know what's going on. Akazit, everything is fine. I understand your worry, but there is no urgency here. Yes, you were right. Thank you, fun friend. I must calm myself, approach this rationally. But you understand, I cannot trust my own team, nor any coup, here or home. Any inherited context from this? Cast, partial meaning lost due to damaged context. Darn. It is like I am in a city usurped by Zuzukri. Violent parasitic surface fauna. Hijacks mind a victim for use as social camouflage. Ah, one of these. Every world's got one. Akavik profanity. Oh, it's profanity also. Not intended to be profane here. I see. Usurped by Zuzukri. Anyone could be compromised. A part of this game. And even if we continue our research work, what if we find something else too close to the truth? Will we be under even greater threat? Do I do anything? Do I simply wait for the truth? It'll be so long, so many eyes. Fun friend, you know I cannot simply stop my work. Especially if we are just beyond the threshold of understanding the call. This is everything. Akazit, I cannot know what is right. But you know what I will say already. I feel that you should simply wait. They said the team's research is still important. And it sounds like they have this under control. Getting involved will probably not lead to anything good. Well, there are 2 more memories here in this embassy. In Akavet's mind. Akazet. Kizatash. Perhaps you could simply continue with your team. Ah, I know. Yes! Akazet, you really should probably not. The Bright Cousins. Oh no. Is that why you were talking with Gordon? And, whoever the other one was, Oliver? Oh no. The echo implied they know nothing. The envoy. Yes, I must speak to him. Perhaps if I place my words correctly, my research efforts could become twofold. One here with my team, careful not to cross this invisible line. And another more discreetly with his bureau, where we may discover what these groups seek to hide. Investigating, Obesk society? Yes, if I can simply know what it is, then... Wait! Gordon has limited... Yeah, Gordon! Gordon has limited control. He's a part of a larger system. One of his leaders. He is... But our Bright Cousins are good with secrets. Are they? Are they? I wouldn't trust all of humanity. Don't count on just humanity. Don't count on these Bright Cousins. They know so much that could raise concern already. And not once has any of it ever hit their public mind. Yeah. I guess that's true. Yes. Secret things can keep secrets. I just don't trust our motives as humans. I'm also curious if Mind Spike technology is ever going to come into relevancy, or the corporation Mindsci. It just sounds fishy to get with, so I try to keep them in mind when thinking of the Bright Cousins. And I am the only direct contact for the Call Research Initiative. So there is Kazuki's construction contact, Arthur. Our cross-initiative ties will make for some sensitive matters to avoid. They cannot detect the call with their own technology. They do not possess the biology to interact with ours. How do you expect them to help you? Perhaps we can share a few things. Do you recall the murmurs of integrated bright technology? Since it was shelved, the technology division has stored much of the schematics plainly within embassy archives. Oh yes, this is coming together, is it not? How exciting. What do you mean integrated bright technology? Like, technology to be integrated with the Bright Cousins? Or is it just like a mimicry of... My guess would be it sounds like a mimicry of human technology? I do not like this idea! But I will support you regardless. Excellent. To the vessel then. Please contact him and tell him I am coming in person. Says I have news of the call and that we must speak privately. Understood. And that's that memory. Memory stream continues externally. Looks like this will take you to the street spatial thought form. I'm reading that it leads directly to something that's accessible there already. So if you don't follow the stream right now, you should still just be able to go there later and see it anyway. Let's follow the stream. I believe I've already been here. Note skipping ahead. Ah! Did we make it to the upstairs? Gordon! Oh my goodness, we're finally getting in. We're finally getting into it. Will the face show up again this time? Or was the face just trying to make sure, like, I found stuff in the right order? I'm so confused. Because to be fair, all that stuff from the embassy there was only accessible because I gave copper. Or whatever processed materials, I should say. Processed metals were in the container outside of this corru, right? They were only accessible by that, but when I was prying before, the smiley face did talk about, did want us to feed it still. Like, feed the corru. So then I eventually found this context, and now I'm going in finally to this. And this time I think we're letting it happen. The envoy and I step inside a dim meeting room, the blinds drawn as a kind acknowledgement of our preferences. Also, I should say, we don't really have like news of the call then. I'm not gonna learn anything crazy because this is just gonna be Akazit trying to recruit him and other contacts to try and figure out Obesk society? I have no idea. Blinds are drawn? Oh, so they like the dark. That makes sense. They keep calling us Bright Cousins. I wonder if that's because it's a lot brighter here than where they live. We sit. He sets a metal box on the table. My receptors are curled into spirals. This will be difficult. So, Akazit, what have you found? It's been a while since you've come to talk in person. Yes, it has been a while. I have been consumed with our work, you see. And while it has gone well in terms of progress, I cannot say that I am happy with our findings. There is a marked concern in his eyes. He does not want to interrupt. I understand why. Last we met, I felt an optimism that has not graced the eye in some time. Patrols around the Eye of Velzy. Yeah, that sounds like a star. You see, for all the time the call has been screamed into our communications, we have never been able to identify what exactly is being said. I wonder if it's because it's raw thought? And we still cannot, but we know how it is being said. I pause for too long. I must choose my words carefully. He sips his little drink. The running theory was that it was just noise being broadcast to draw attention, right? You're saying that's no longer the case. Are we saying that it's saying something? Yes, exactly. In truth, it is a deliberate transmission, and it is trying to convey something exact. The method is not one that is used in our modern communications. It predates many optimizations we made. Huh? Did I miss this? This is interesting, if this is true what Akaza is saying. So we just don't know what it's saying. You could describe it as raw thought. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, so it is raw thought. So I guess what I was sort of thinking of that as is like overloading and I don't know, overloading something, I guess. Okay, so to compare it to like sound, I would imagine you're just making loud sounds, you know? Big like burst of sound at, I assume, an interval, right? And this seems like the same thing, a burst of thought. But when I think of burst of sound, I'm like, I don't know how would I interpret what is being said in the sound, I guess. I don't know. I just thought it was just like screaming, basically. Just thought screaming. And the concern was that it's big, but maybe it is trying to convey something. I might have missed that. I didn't get the chance to edit my last episode before going into this one, so I'll be sure to be careful. His face contorts in confusion. Does he not believe me? Well, are you telling the truth? So, what's it saying? And how'd your team reach that conclusion? Haven't you been listening to this thing for, what, 32 years? Your answer comes simply, Gordon. The message is not complete, but it has finally matched enough patterns for us to confirm its methods. It has taken this time to reach what we believe to be... maybe past half full, its full length? Okay. So it's a 5-part message? Oh goodness, I'm getting confused. And we cannot process the message until we have nearly all of it. Oh, so I wonder how far into the future... Wait, if this has all happened decades ago, we might have one more blip have happened since then, or maybe 2. No, if we've been listening for 32... Okay, so hold on, quick math. If we've been listening for 32 years, then we have found 2 signals from it. I'm pretty sure this sequence we're watching now is roughly about that time away. So we should have had a 4th blip, and we might be approaching or have finally gotten a 5th blip. We might be able to see in the game, through the process of play, corru.observer, the fullness of this message. If it is a message from a being? I mean, if it's Corru, it's gotta be alive somehow. And that's why I keep thinking back to Smiley Face, but still don't know how Smiley Face fits into it. It's Kavik with his eyes hollowed out. He stares at me, waiting, frozen, baffled. I find myself poking holes in the lid of my orange beverage with the sharp points of my fingers to delay my next words. I should not speak of the finer details yet. For your reference, it would take a full day for a Selkie to be portrayed in this medium. Velk Parasite? Huh. Whoever is sending this message is not only using archaic means, but is transmitting something so large that, we have all wondered if it is even possible to comprehend. Ah! Okay, thank you for explaining the thoughts, because I wasn't catching all the implications. I'm not all the smart. I didn't mean to say it like that on purpose, but I guess that proves my points. I am not all the smart. So it's like, now I'm imagining this as like a giant file transfer, and it's taking 5 blips to do it, and it's just really big. Okay. Or if it's recommendation, do not say that. No, you're right. What? What were you going to say? Nothing. Apologies. It is just the scale of this thing that has been weighing upon me. The mystery of the source has been compounding with each discovery, and this recent development has many of my team working in more solemn silence. He takes a sip. I see unease in the gentle shake of his hand. Before he speaks, he leans forward in his chair. His eyes are distant. Jesus. Akazit, so if all this is right, and you said this theory is confirmed, right? Without any doubt, my friend. The consistent patterns of raw thought appear at regular percentages of message length. So this thing that's been in our ocean before your people ever even showed up, and is using obesque communication methods, is intelligent? Yeah, no kid. Well, I was about to say, well, no kidding, because it's like Corru, and I was just saying that earlier, but, well, no, that may not entirely be the case. It could be something corusistic as it must be that has been taught to relay this message, but otherwise that is correct. The envoy runs his fingertips across his hairline. Alright, yeah, that's news. I see why you wanted to talk in private this time. How many people have you told about this? No one beyond my team. We're all keeping this information to ourselves for now. What happened to Gordon? Gosh, now I need to go back and see what Moth said about this Gordon fellow, if we could even find him. I need to know. It is selfish, but our initiatives for trade and research are going so well with your people. We do not want to disrupt them with this news. But we, my team, we are lost. We must wait. We must wait a long time with this on our shoulders. The envoy exhales loudly and clasps his hands together. Alright, here's what I suggest we do. I need to talk to a few people. We'll keep this info confidential. Internal, with the Bureau. Do you think this thing could be a threat? I laugh a little. It has been screaming for 32 of your years, and must continue for many more before we can begin to understand it. I do not think it has plans to engage in any other activities in this time. Well, at least there's that, huh? He takes a moment to finish his drink before continuing. Did you have any other findings to share? Nothing with as much certainty. Random thoughts, but if it's somehow related to this smiley, this message, the call, I guess, really. It'd be kind of funny because then it would be like the call trying to get people to find out about the call, about itself, you know. I don't think that's the case, though, but we'll see, I hope. I also want to say, I wonder, what about these societies back home that know what this thing is? I mean, we don't know everything, apparently. They don't know everything. Or they know at least about its source? Maybe not what it's saying? I don't know. Because they still sent researchers. But they know something, and if we know too much, bad things will happen. We have a potential radius it could be in, but must do more polygonation. It is about where I estimated last time we met. Got it. Let's wrap this up then. Akazit, keep this quiet for now. It's not just your side that could get riled up. We'll be in touch, alright? We both rise. I sense the weight of my dread being shared upon his shoulders. Of course, Gordon. Here, I'll walk you out. Okay. I'm pretty sure Bill just got exposed to top secret info somehow, because I've never heard this part about the call. Probably gonna have to sign some NDAs after this. And Akazit went to us for help before our own people? I wonder if they even know about this. I want to say this memory is probably just incoherent, but it's too well structured. I don't really know how to take this. But don't mind me, keep doing your thing. Memory stream extends, continue render. We ride the moving platform to the bottom floor. The envoy stands silently, concerned, so clear in his eyes. Now is a good time. Yes, as if it were simply an afterthought. Just as I prepared to speak, he turns down towards me, puzzled. Hey, Akazit, why didn't you want to just talk on your ship? I could have met you in a field or something. I suppress a delighted curl from forming in my receptors. Yes, this is the perfect setup. Well done, envoy. I act somewhat puzzled. Yes, it will simply occur to me. I kind of forgot what you're trying to get done with this. Oh, yes. I had been so caught up in delivering the news, I forgot to mention it. Now your people are unable to track the signal. Yeah? Your teams haven't been very forthcoming on that topic. In light of this news, I wanted to share something with you. A glow between the Veilstocks for us both. Common phrase, a serendipitous discovery. Oh. Food. He scoffs at my idiom, which surely means nothing to him. A smile usurps his worry. I have in my possession a corru device that can exude the lightning your technology listens to. Oh, that bright integration thing. So you've actually fused the technology, and that's what you're happy about. It was a shelved project from the technology division, so I am not sure how well it will work. You're kidding. They've just had that laying around? Hold on. The envoy reaches toward the glowing panel of the platform, and with the press of a button, sends it to a slow halt. I see his eyes flick at the corners of the little room suddenly, but then he begins to speak, very quietly. To be frank with you. That means totally honest. Let me see what it is. Context, totally honest. Yeah, no kidding, I think he just said that. Word is that the tech side here has been pretty dry. Your technology division doesn't cooperate a whole lot. I wonder if this is gonna start mind size somehow, and like mind spikes and stuff, and cause the whole revolution in human world. Like, the fact that Akazit is giving this technology? Is this going to get you in trouble? More than you can know! Well, that is the stipulation. If I give it to you, it must be kept secret from my side. Even my own team. And you must help me with my own investigation into the call's origin. A look upon his face. It is as if I have punctured his vital organs. There's a moment of silence. I tilt my suspended head, maintaining both flat receptors and expression. What do you think? This is a hell of a thing to drop on the way out, Akazit. The platform begins to move again by its own volition, but he hits the stop button again. Look, I can't guarantee. I mean, it again starts to move. He silently curses, examining a panel of numbers. Someone in the basement is calling the elevator. It'll be a minute. Akazit, I can't take what you're offering. Not until I can confirm some things on my side. Just hang on to it, alright? We both have jobs to do, and that device would be an enormous development, but I don't want you to get in trouble if I can't guarantee it'll be kept quiet. So I'll be in touch about it, alright? I am giddy, how exciting. I've not felt this since, oh. Yes, he's staring strangely at me. Accidentally, I seem to have curled my receptors and formed a grin upon my face. Oh dear, you were very excited to get in touch with Gordon. Okay! Yes, I will carry it carefully. Again he scoffs, then laughs exasperatedly, his fingers coming up to his eyes. Eventually the platform stops and the doors open to the lobby. Well, if those are all the bombshells you had for me today, I'll see you around, Akazit. Yes, that was all. Farewell, Gordon. And that's it. No smiley face. Ah! What did I just say? What did I just... I was about to say, wow, I'm actually surprised there was no appearance. Okay, hello, Kavik. I know your name now. Or maybe it's Kavik backwards. Kivak? I doubt it. You talk so weird. Look at how you talk. Are you the call? Are you related to the call? Gosh, the noise is so weird. Okay, well, fine. Another thing about you is, I think one time you just told them randomly, tell them about the meteor So I'm very curious about that because I don't know. Maybe that's related. That meteor is related to the knowledge that the societies have about the origin, but I have no idea. Actually, it kind of makes sense if maybe there was just a meteor bit of like corru, a corusistic something that ended up crashing into Earth, and that's how it got here. Maybe that's something. Feels kind of out there because I feel like we're pretty far away, but space is space. All right, hey, hello, smiley friend. Interloper. Hello again. I feel more myself now. Why is there a little symbol here? What does that mean? Is that like supposed to be a comma? And what do you mean yourself? Who's yourself? I mean, you could be a pocket of sanity within the corusys that I'm accessing, right? Developing the uncosm, which is a bunch of dissociated thought, I guess, waiting to be reused, repurposed. That was my understanding of that whole situation. So you could be something like that, which would make sense in that, like, you kind of act as a parasite in this, to this cyst, so the cyst's health, you know. Like, you seem very connected to this cyst, which probably means maybe you're not call related. Although, if anything, I imagine the wreckage where I even found this was probably close to where the call is. But whatever. I remember the embassy fondly. ... Okay. Who are you and what is the embassy and why do you remember it fondly? Are you actually Kavik? You remember our deal, yes? Actually, no, I forgot. Encourage fun friend to fix communications. Oh, you want to communicate from here. Oh no, you remember the embassy fondly. Why? Actually, Kavik? Am I on to something? Oops, I accidentally hit twice. I hold only the depths presently, but I have many claws. Thank you again for helping. Okay. We need to fix communication. So, do you want to like connect to the collective to access what you need? Or need to show me? Or I'm so confused what you're doing. And the goal. Goodbye, interloper. Can we talk? Oh, that was spooky. Okay. You should definitely talk to Funfriend about that. I will. What is the advance log? Log state will advance on next visit. Utilize act, advance immediate, advance to immediately proceed to next state. I don't remember what next state is. Hello? So, because it's assigned contact with the Gordon. I'm gonna see if I can track down who this was. Oh, that's what you say about this area. Quick questions. What if knowing all this puts us in danger? Oh, it definitely will. I wouldn't worry about that. FBX isn't like the CIA or FBI. It's a agency. I was wondering what FBX is. Federal Bureau of Xeno... Oh, I figured it out. Easy. That's why it's the Bureau! Federal Bureau of Xeno... Extra... No, probably just like X, but for like extraterrestrials. Worst thing that happens is that we have to sign NDAs and other legal stuff. Judging by what we've seen, that's pretty much an inevitability. But they aren't going to disappear us, if that's what you mean. Alright. What do you think about all this? The embassy, Gordon's involvement. I think we landed ourselves a security level increase. Never heard anything about internal strife with the Obask before this. They've always had this image of total harmony, despite their homeworld. And you know, with the call, I think it's only a few years until the call is complete, if all this is true. That's what I was saying. Or maybe even less? I don't know, just some quick head math. If we can get to the bottom of this soon and bring it all to the higher-ups. Could you even imagine the kind of renown we both get? I don't even know if that's a good idea, man. Yeah, aren't you afraid? Aren't you afraid of what will happen when the call is complete? Also, you say it's only a few years. Is that what this advanced log at the top left is? Advanced a few more years in the game? Although I will say, if it's only a few more years, I will say a note. We can't make out what it's saying until the call is almost complete, is the exact wording they used, I think, in today's episode, right? Which would mean it is currently almost complete, which means even despite it's not being complete, we can still figure out what it's saying over the course of my playthrough of this game, right? That's what I'm thinking. What if it's something really bad? Yeah, it's spooky, but we both lived through too many world-ending crises for this to be the real one. Besides, what if they can't even decode the call? That's kind of a mood. World-ending crises. Either because it's too big or because they didn't get the very start of it. Like, what if they need the whole thing? And hey, what if whatever's down there in the ocean is just as friendly as the rest of them? Basically, whatever happens, we'll deal with it. If you say so. Alright, so I'm going back here. I don't think I'm going to advance log this episode. I think I've probably gotten everything I can out of here. How do I leave? Let's go through the gate to their city. Nothing crazy much here, right? Glimmering spires mark their cities. Yeah. They stand quietly. One day they will breathe and our lost cousins will share in our knowledge. You look very hopeful there. Let's go to the void. I don't think I can go to the dual contrivance yet. Wait, what is the contrivance? Hello? It's somewhere over here? Oh, there it is. Still just can examine. Prohibitive incoherence. Recommend repair. Too much incoherence, I mean. Too much coherence. Yeah, no way. Can I eject from the... I want to eject. How do I eject again? That's not how I eject. Hold on, actually I want to see... Don't forget you moved Akazet's ship to the ocean, thought space. Kind of wild it can just move like that. Yeah, I remember. What's our next move? I'll actually do this. Definitely talk to Funfred about repairing communications. Even if Velzy wasn't threatening us, it'd still be my first choice. Got it. Okay, so I imagine this probably has something to do about repairing communications. How do I get to Funfriend? Where's Funfriend? I mean, I know there's a proxy in the water here. Hi, there goes my ship. Isn't there a way I can just eject? I feel like it has to be here. No. No, it's not here. Oh, wait. Right here. Let's return to hub. Return to hub. There we go. Local host. Hey! Interloper! Welcome! Hi! But also, please do not bother me. Very busy. Or bothering you. Hello, Interloper! Whew, lot of stuff I can do now. We'll ask this last. The embassy? What do you remember about the embassy? Only what you have already seen. These memories, they're mine too. I have lingering impressions of things that happened before they starved and fell apart. The memories. For example, I know that something terrible happened there. But I cannot know much more than what is held here. Did someone learn too much? Someone do something and then one of the team members self-sabotaged the entire operation? Destroyed the embassy? I have no idea. You see, the cyst once resided within the heart of Akazet's coup body. Ah. With the extended life that she lived, offloading memories was necessary. Also, lived is definitely in past tense. Not surprising at all. Expected even, but that's still a little sad to hear. And so I simply managed what she stored. Other embassy memories. Why are there still some broken memories in the embassy? Are there? Oh no! Whoops! I was in kind of a hurry. Sorry, Interloper. Hey, how about I fix those next? Yes, just give me some time. Okay, so probably the jump is to jump to when they are fixed, the memories. As well as communications, please. You should repair communications next. Communications? You want me to fix communications? Ah! That is like saying, hello, fun friend. Please construct a dull vessel from scratch while you are still bleeding to death. Sorry. It wasn't my idea, it was the smiley face.
You've had the cyst, this is true. But the components that keep it healthy are still in dire condition. I really must fix those first.
Velzy's threat. Or okay, just try to get to it soon. What? So when you say Velzy's threat, you're referring to the smiley face. Unnamed main character. You want to talk about the threat? Okay, just try to get to it soon, okay?
Of course! I appreciate your patience, interloper. And I understand that must seem joyless. However, I have been bearing countless duties. Without your help, I would probably not be sentient presently. So I say this truly. Thank you.
Aww. I love you too, fun friend. I know that's not what you said, but I love you.
And stand by for further repairs.
Question. Proxy friend. You have a proxy?
Yes, with the resources afforded by your efforts. I have been able to construct a few, however they cannot withstand prohibitive incoherence. I can only use them for tasks with insane thought spaces. So I'll still need your assistance occasionally.
How would you fix things without me then?
Past the fuel you provided, it would take longer. That is all. It is a difference in approach. Where you seem to be able to traverse into incoherent places, all I can do is slowly make incoherence recede and work on what washes up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, I will be here.
I love your signature line, signature catchphrase. What's up, buddy? Seems like we just have to wait for more repairs from Funfriend. Take a break, I guess. Got it. Alright, I will take a break. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Farewell. And now, a words that's our sponsors.